The lost age of women. Did ancient matriarchies really exist? What if the earliest human societies were not ruled by kings, but by women? It sounds shocking today, but history and anthropology suggest that thousands of years ago, women may have held far more power than we imagine. This idea begins with one of the strangest discoveries in archaeology. Across Europe and the Middle East, scientists have found thousands of prehistoric statues dating back more than 25,000 years. And almost all of them are female. One of the most famous is called the Venus of Willendorf, a small statue with exaggerated feminine features, wide hips, large breasts, and a rounded belly. These figures appear again and again across ancient sites. But why? Many scholars believe they represented fertility goddesses, symbols of life, birth, and survival. In a world where life was fragile and communities depended on successful births, the ability to create life may have been seen as the most powerful force in nature. And that power belonged to women. This suggests something fascinating. In many early cultures, women may have stood at the center of social, spiritual, and community leadership. One ancient settlement gives us a powerful clue. Around 9,000 years ago, a massive community called Çatalhöyük existed in what is now Turkey. But when archaeologists excavated the site, they found something unusual. There were no royal palaces, no giant tombs for kings, no obvious rulers at all. Even more surprising, men and women buried there were found with almost identical burial items, suggesting they likely held similar social status. This discovery challenged the long-held belief that ancient societies were always male-dominated. Then in the 20th century, archaeologist Maria Gimbutas proposed a bold theory. She believed that prehistoric Europe once had peaceful cultures centered around goddess worship, where women held major social and spiritual influence. She called this lost civilization Old Europe, but around 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, waves of migrating warrior cultures spread across the continent. These societies were far more patriarchal, and over time they reshaped the political and social systems of many regions. Whether every part of this theory is correct is still debated today. But what we do know is this: human societies have not always been organized the same way. In fact, matrilineal cultures still exist today. For example, the Masuo people in China organize families around the mother's household, where property and family identity pass through women. And the Minangkabau of Indonesia, the largest matrilineal society in the world, traditionally pass land and homes from mother to daughter. These cultures prove something powerful. Patriarchy is not the only way societies can function. Human civilization has always experimented with different systems of power, family, and leadership. So did ancient matriarchies truly exist? The honest answer is that archaeologists are still uncovering the full story. But every new discovery reveals something important. History may not only be the story of kings, warriors, and empires. It may also be the story of a forgotten age, when women stood at the center of civilization.